Welcome back, students. Master Spleen in the building. So today I'm here to speak about this hype about the faction. So what is faction? Silph faction. So you all know Silph show 6 pick 3 competitive format, and the faction is a team-based competitive Pokemon Go PvP league. Each faction is composed with at least 7 members. So 3 players that are going to play open metas, so open Great League, open Ultra League, open Master Leagues, and 4 field specialists that are going to play or a previous meta, like currently the Twilight Cup, or a dedicated meta that was created for faction, like currently the Comet. In addition, you can have like 2 substitutes as well if you would like, if one of the teammates is not available, for example, for a bout. The season is organized that you play in several divisions. You play against almost, depending the division, but in like top tier divisions, so you have like platinum, you have diamond, platinum, gold, silver, bronze, you have open, and then you have qualifiers. But in the top tiers division, you play against all the other factions, and each game that you are going to play, so individually you will play the best of 3, and each game is going to bring 1 point. So basically there are 21 points in play, and the first faction winning 11 points will win the bout and then will score the points. So really interesting format, and today's main goal of the video is to present that we really do want to cover more, especially to break through the different regions. So MEA obviously, as we are based there, but also Latin America is very interesting. And for that, I'm going to leave the floor to 2 special guests that are going to do that with us, that are already covering for the Silph the current faction bouts. So the floor is yours, gentlemen.
Shadow McCargo, everybody. Hey, it's MJGetIt, writer for FSPN, the North American Conference. Basically just coming to tell you guys about what all happened last week and what to expect for this upcoming week. 21 points. That's probably the most points any one team could put up on another team, and that's exactly what the Elite TMs just did to Inglorious Bastiodons. Both on the field and off the field, they just beat them down. And open tier looks like theirs to conquer, and they really want to move on up. Diamond tier looking really tough as ever. Cool Cats and Chicago Stars coming down to the last battle. Apocalypse picking up 3 over Chinomon. Elite 4 basically announcing their arrival in Diamond by taking out one of the tier's top teams in Marylanders. Canadian Shieldon and Dojo Squad coming down to the last second. Pretty exciting. And then SoCal Swablu getting back to their winning ways with the victory over Deoxys Alberta Forum. Sadly, no Dre Day. I was really looking forward to that. Basically, yeah, that was a pretty fun week in Diamond tier. Looking forward to this week's coming bout between Elite 4 and Chicago Stars. Both teams pretty much never scored less than 10 points. Maybe that ends this week. We don't know. In the Silver tier, See You Later and Pogos continued their rivalry, and boy, what a way it was. The last battle they had together, CU won 11-10 this time. Pogos won, I think, 12-9 or 11-10. Either way, it was decided by 1 battle. And that's pretty much what you can say about all the other battles in the upper tiers this week. Doves for Cheap and Hoosier Daddies came down to the last battle. Ghost Pepper Dunspice, the late addition to the bronze tier, beating out iCarly Fan Club by 1 point, 11-10 as well. It was close bouts everywhere, you guys, except for, that Elite TM's battle. Jesus Christ, y'all didn't have to do them like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're working with from last week. Next week, you can look forward to Chicago Stars and Elite 4 doing battle. Going to have Ohio Nation and KK PvP factions. That actually is going to be a really interesting one. I don't really know who's going to win that. Maybe I cover it in the article next week. Maybe I don't. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys right now.
Hello everyone, it's me, Jolt019, and you might not recognize me because I'm wearing glasses and I'm not putting my hair. Silph. And I am the writer for FSPN Latin America, and I'm going to give you a short summary of what my article is like. First off, we go with a weekly summary of what happened last week. As an example, this week, Aztec League beat Infinity Go White by 1 point, being the closest matchup in all Latin America Diamond tier, which is amazing. Bani had to get a sweep against Picasso 07, but Picasso manages to grab a point of Bani, making Aztec League the winner of this bout. Then we go until the key matchups of the next week of all teams in all the divisions. Then when we get to it, probably in about 3-4 weeks, we start getting into promotion relegation scenarios. And I also have a section called the Remy and Linguini, a reference to Ratatouille, which I'm sure I pronounced it wrong, but is the Spice team of the week. Every single team, I go and look at every single team that the participants and the players have submitted, and I decide which is the spiciest team, and I give it a shout out for being such an interesting player. We also have the Battle of the Week section. This week we're gonna be featuring Squall Slayer versus Limon Lime 24, which I believe that they are the two best performers on their team, at least statistically speaking. And then, staying on statistics, I will have uploaded on this article the statistics for performance in a small chart, Excel chart, of every single player from Diamond to Bronze. So if they want to look up their win rate, their performance, or maybe see, I'm not sure, people love statistics, do whatever you want with them. So that's an extra we're doing here. It's awesome. FSPN Latam is so fun. It's always full of references. Some are great, some are pretty lame. But whether you want to laugh at them, whether you want to just watch a preview of what's happening in factions, please feel free to read the article, share it with your friends. And I am not promising anything, but there is a chance that we could have in the future some stream for the weekly battles of factions. Again, not making promises, but there is a chance. And don't forget also to check out the amazing work of my friends that make the EMEA and the North American articles. They are also great reads. MJGetIt and GBQ are also amazing writers, so probably better than me, so check them out please. And I'm here for my PvP Academia. So it's a pleasure, thanks for having me, and until the next article, which should come Wednesday or Thursday, who knows.
Yeah, thank you very much for the update for Latin America and for the North America as well. It's time to move to Europe, and I'm taking a GBQ place for that. So recap of the first bout in Europe, in EMEA. It's clearly we can see that there is a Polish domination of the factions here, as Fanny Kusiego and Sky Dragons Gaming won against the last two best factions that were EU Emperors and Team Grookey, creating kind of an upset there. So that's really important to see if they will be able throughout the season to continue dominating in the platinum tier. When it comes to Spice, because you all know that we love Spice, we got some special Spice during the first bout with Dancing Rob playing with the three Regis. In Neutral League we got Tonton Batters, who is always bringing Spice in the Master League, that brought Hippodon in Open Master, so level 50 Hippodon, shout out to him for that. We got as well Ruben 3215 that brought a B-Barrel and the Shadow Guard of War in Comet and Work, the second French that is mentioned here, that brought a totally off-meta open Great League team with no Azumarill, no Medicham, no Galarian Stunfisk. And after after the vote, the people, they choose to go with Rob, free Regis, which is quite frankly to win the matchup in the platinum tier with the free Regis is quite impressive, I must say. So for this week, what should you focus on, and what are going to be, let's say, the different matchups that are going to be really interesting as teams, let's say. First, there is the rematch of the last Titans clash in the platinum tier with Team Grookey facing EU Emperor. So it's going to be interesting if Team Grookey is going to be able again to beat the EU Emperors, or if EU Emperors are going to take the revenge. Both factions, they really need to score points after losing the first bout. So it's going to be interesting. In the bronze division, I'm going to highlight the Belgian Smurfs that are going to face the French Chevalier. It's going to be a kind of the battle of the best Belgian battlers against the best French battlers. If you know me, you will understand why it's going to be an important matchup for both factions. Honestly, this bronze tier is packed with really good battlers and faction, and it's going to be interesting. Then in the qualifiers faction, we have the gym divisions and the power of Borscht. It's going to be really interesting to see this matchup. In the silver, we have Lille & Co against Bojeve Flitke, so a French faction against a Czech faction, and they lost during the first game, the first bout, Bojove. So it's going to be important for them to try to beat Lille & Co to jump their season. And last but not least, it's going to be the AK Pelipers against EPL Origin. This is a diamond matchup, and both factions, they were in the platinum tier just before, so it's going to be interesting. They lost their first game, so it's going to be quite interesting to see if they are going to start their season with the right foot this time. And more on an individual standpoint, 5 matchups that I would like to highlight as well. It's going to be Twiggy 1892 from the Worcestershire Triads against Only One 5 in of Amaretto Rioja. So it's going to be Twiggy was undefeated in season 1 of faction, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can really remain undefeated in Open Great League against Only One 5. Second matchup, it's going to be Leandro from the Guerrilla Garballers against Fanny Kushego. So it's going to be quite interesting if they can to see if they can pull out the win. Leandro, as you might know, is quite impressive both in Silph and GBL. It's going to be interesting to see if Fanny Kushego can confirm their first bout win by winning against Guerrilla Garballer. Another matchup is going to be Clockworker from Russia against Jumping the Lemur of Waste Potential. So this is going to be interesting because Lemur became the first player to pass the 41 win mark in faction, just like Toe, for example. So it's going to face really someone that's really high battler in the regard of Clockworker. So it's going to be interesting if he can pursue and continue in this win mark. Another matchup is going to be Linun Fire from Portugal against Sorkori from the UK. So two really good battlers that are going to play in Neutral League, and definitely there are two good factions, and it's going to be interesting to see because this matchup could be decisive for one or the other faction to take the W. And last but not least, we are going to go into the bronze tier, and it's going to be an Open Great League with Pachi Mujiwara 83 against Arceus Aurelius. Pachi from Spain, Arceus Aurelius from Norway, and really Arceus Aurelius is with almost 40 wins in faction in Open Great League. Is definitely the MVP of his team, and that's going to be quite important for Pachi to try to score some points there if he wants to give quite an advantage to the Biscaya factions. So I do really hope you like that content. We are going to come back every week analyzing the last bouts and the next bouts. So don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and to like the video, and talk to you soon.